Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Michael and today I want to do a little bit of an unboxing for you. I did buy this with my own money. I'm not sponsored by this company and I have been looking for something to help along my sourdough and my sourdough starter. So in my house I keep it a little bit cooler than most people might keep theirs, and it's awfully hard to keep the sourdough to want to rise and do its thing when it's a lot cooler than what it is. So I saw this online and I thought I would give this a try, and let's see what we've got in the box. So this is the Brod Taylor Sourdough Home, and let's see what we've got here. We've got the manual and we've got some quick start guides. So we'll take a look at this here in just a minute. This is the model SH-100. This is the Sourdough Home, and I'm going to go ahead and take this out of the box. And then we'll take this plastic off the outside. And we've got the cord that comes with the machine. Let's go ahead and take it out of the package as well. And we'll I'll get the measurements on our cord and see how long the cord is. So I'll put it here on the end and then I'll give it a measure. All right, so we've got 60 inches in that, and for the centimeters I've got 152, 153 centimeters on that. So I'll put that to the side and we'll take a look at what's now with the machine. So the reason I got this one is because this one has a temperature range on it. You can go up and down on the temperature on it. So you can keep it cool and you can keep it warm. So let's look at the manual and see what it says about that. So it says not just for sourdough starter with the temperature range of 5 to 50 degrees Celsius or 41 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, the Sourdough Home is ideal for a wide variety of fermentation for classic cultures such as kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, and yogurt. Also convenient for storing cosmetics and medications. So you can definitely use it for a lot more than the sourdough that I've got it here. And I'll read through some of the instructions here on it. And you can see here that it says 15 degrees Celsius here on this side, 75 Fahrenheit over here. It's got the on and off switches and then the plus and minus buttons to go up and down on it. So I'm going to definitely take a look at this. And one of the other things that I liked about this is you can go in there and change your feeding on it. So here it is. This is exactly what I was talking about. So if you're 45 degrees, you keep your sourdough in it at 45 degrees or 7 degrees Celsius. You want to feed it every 5 days or 120 hours. And if it's 10 degrees Celsius or 50 degrees Fahrenheit, it's every 3 days. And if it's 12 degrees Celsius or 54 degrees Fahrenheit, it's every 2 days. And 20 degrees Celsius to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, it's 1 day. So every other day on that. So, and it even gives you some examples here on how much of the sourdough starter you should use for your maintenance on that. So that's really nice. So I'm going to read through that, and it's in several different languages. So definitely something you want to hang on to so you can read through. And let's take a look at this and see what we got. I'm going to turn it over on the front here, and let's go ahead and take this plastic off the front. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up here so you can see it from the top. So it kind of looks like just like a mini refrigerator. It's got a couple of shelves on it here, and those can be removed. So if you've got smaller jars, you could definitely put 2 jars in there. Or if you've got one large jar, which is typically what I keep my ferment in, then it would just take one of the little shelves that's in there. So this is a nice little handle here on the top. Let's go ahead and plug this in and see what this does when it comes on. So it's really nice in the back. The plug, you can go either direction with it. It doesn't matter which way it goes in. And let's plug this in. So nothing's happening on the front. I just plugged it in. And it does have a power button here on the front. And I just hit that, and it just barely come on with just me tapping it like that. And it's set to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and you can go down with it just like that. All right, so I just looked at the front of the card, and it said to change it to Celsius that I would push the plus and the minus button at the same time. And it did flip to Celsius there, so that's easily how that is. I'm going to put that back on Fahrenheit. So we're going to test this out and see how this does. It's really quiet. I don't hear anything, any kind of noise coming from it at all. And with 2 meters turning it on, we'll leave it on the counter and see if it starts chilling down or warming up. So I just wanted to show you this today just to give you a brief look at how this is. I'm going to go ahead and get me a start of a sourdough, and we're going to start it from the beginning to the end and see how this does and how it holds the temperature and what it does in its rising phases. So as I'm standing here, I do feel there is a bit of a fan that I feel on the side here, so it is pushing some air out on the outside, and there is a slot on the inside here on the back that I can see a fan, and it is moving. So definitely it's pulling the air in and pushing it out here on the sides. So that's where it's getting the air source of it going in to circulate for the sourdough home. So if you like this content, maybe you might consider giving me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And while you're at it, check out one of these other 2 videos over here on the side. You might find something else you like. Leave me a comment if you have one of these, and I'll put the link in the description where I got this one. And I'd love to hear from you if you decide to get one, what you think about it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Come back because we're going to be using this to do our sourdough starter. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye now.